Alright, how we doing guys? Dino here from Fundamental Guitar. In this lesson I'm going to show you how to play Another Rainy Day by Corinne Bailey Rae. It's a really nice song taken from her first album, and it's actually really easy to learn and to play, which I don't normally say for the lessons that I do for Corinne Bailey Rae songs, because the ones that I have done have actually been pretty complicated, to be honest. But this one, in comparison to those, is super easy. You're just going to need 4 chords for the entire song. Those chords are B minor 7 to E9, A minor 7, D9. Okay, so it's only really 2 shapes, in fact. Each chord is held for a bar, and it's that order throughout the entire song. It doesn't change for any parts through the arrangement. So really common shapes, guys. Probably would have come across these before, but definitely the minor 7 on the 6th string root. So because the song's so straightforward and so simple, I'm going to use the lesson really to talk a little bit about those chords and break them down a bit, and talk about how they're used in jazz music. So the tricky part that you may find in this song is the rhythm. We're in 6/8 timing. Okay, so have a listen. I'm going to just play a little bit of it and put some melody on, and have a listen to what I'm doing. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Why am I so shy around you? Why do I take care to astound you? So you can hear there the 6/8 time in the rhythm. It gets you kind of rocking. It's got that kind of vibe to it. And yeah, when I go to the close-up, you get a better look at what my fingers are doing. I don't want to break it down scientifically. For this kind of music, it's more about feel, and you don't want to be getting too mathematical with the rhythm there. You want to really be using your ear to try and figure it out, which is what I would encourage. It's what I encourage all my students to do once they pass an intermediate level. So let's go into a close-up now and start breaking everything down. Okay, so we're going to be starting here on the 7th fret, guys. That's our B. Okay, and we want to play a B minor 7 chord. We're going to be playing 7 mute, 7 7 7 mute. Okay, and we're going to be plucking the 6th, 4, 3 and 2 strings. Okay, thumb's going to be playing the bass note. And when we move to the 9, the thumb's just going to move to the bass note on the 5th string. Okay, but these fingers are still always going to be playing these strings. Okay, so there's our B minor 7, and the movement to the next chord, which is E9, is really simple, guys. Index is going to now play the same string as the 2nd string's playing, but a fret behind, and then the 2nd finger is going to jump up a string. Okay, and that's playing the E. So now this is a E9 chord. Okay, and it will be an E9 wherever you play it. Sorry, it will be a 9 chord for whatever note you're playing the root. So F9, F sharp 9. Okay, and the same for the minor 7. B minor 7, C minor 7, C sharp minor 7. Okay, so with that in mind, we basically do the same 2 movements over here on the 5th fret, because that's our A. So A minor 7, and then we do the movement, and that's a D. So that's a D9. Okay, so there are our chords: B minor 7, E9, A minor 7, and D9. Okay, chords, each chord has for a bar. Remember, we're in 6/8. Let's do it with the rhythm. Have a look at what my right hand's doing. 4, 5, 6. It's a little bit tricky here on the neck, but you can get an idea what's happening. Plucking the bass note, and then a couple of the treble strings really quickly, and then followed by bass note and 2 more. But the timing is really subtle. But have a listen, use your ear. Okay, it's probably not exact to what's happening in the recording, but it's roughly there, and I feel comfortable playing it, so that's what I would advise you to do. Don't try and copy it exactly, just go with what naturally comes. But obviously it's a combination of the bass note and the treble strings. That's how you get the movement and the rhythm, and obviously we're in 6/8, so make sure take that into account. Let's see. I mean, that's how easy the song is, guys. It's those are the chords, those are the transitions, and that's the rhythm. It can get a bit monotonous, so let's look at a couple of ways to make it a bit more interesting. When we go to the D9, we can do something different when we're transitioning either from verse into chorus or chorus into verse. So we can go 4, 5, 6. So that's basically just playing a whole note or semi-brief. So that chord's going to last for 6 beats for the chord, and then back into gives a bit of a break from that constant movement of the rhythm, and it announces musically that you're changing from a verse to a chorus or from a chorus to a verse. Use it wherever it sounds good. Something else we can do, this movement in jazz is so common when they go to the 9, so a lot of the time they'll move the bass note, and it would basically be the 5th here. Okay, so that'll be the root note, that'll be the 5th, so second inversion, and we can use that movement to sort of help or to add some bass movement within these chord transitions. So what we can do is have a listen to it first. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so you can hear what's happening now. I'm just sliding between the bass notes here. What I'm doing is on the 6th beat of the 2nd and 4th bars, that's when I'm moving to the bass note. So 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, so that gives it a nice little bossa nova kind of rhythm feel as well. You could do that maybe in the chorus, give it some variation. You don't want to go too far though, guys, because that's the vibe of this song. It's like really simple and stripped back, nice sweet melody. So you don't want to be doing too much, but there's a couple of ways to give it some variation. Now I'll talk a little bit about these chords, guys, to wrap the lesson up, just to explain a little bit about why we play in the minor 7 like this with our fingertips, as opposed to the bar, which is probably how it's more commonly charted, or it's the textbook way of playing it. Well, in jazz, guys, they often strip out certain notes. And why do they do that? Because they want to have a more evenly balanced chord. When we play the bar, what we've got is 6 notes. You may assume that, okay, 6 notes is going to sound richer than only 4, but the problem is here, the notes that are important to the jazz chord are the notes that are making it jazzy. So here the minor 3rd is important because it's a minor chord, we can't really do away with that. But the flat 7, what's making it a B minor 7, that's giving it the juicy kind of flavour. Okay, but when you play the bar, you've actually got an octave of the root here on the 1st string, and you've got another 5th here on the 2nd string, and the 1 and the 5 aren't nowhere near as important as the 3rd and the flat 3 and the flat 7. So doubling up on the 1 and 5 is going to take away from you're not going to it's going to overpower the flat 7, the flat 3. So take them away. So now we're just playing 4 notes. So all you've got is your 1, your flat 3, your 5, and your flat 7. So it's a lot more evenly balanced. And when we go to the 9, you'll see that we've got a 1 there, we've got our 3, there's our flat 7, there's our 9. So we're not even playing the 5th, and there would be the 5th there. But it's not really played that often. Funk guys will probably be playing it, but when they play it, they'd even leave the root note out, either an implied bass or let the bassist do whatever he's doing. So the 1 and the 5 aren't as important, guys, as obviously the 3, because it's telling you whether it's a minor or major chord. But the 7s, it's a dominant 7, major 7, then you've got your 9s, your 11s, your 13s. Those are the juicy elements, or the notes that add the flavour to the chord. So when we play our minor 7, yeah, we're not going to play it like this because we're not strumming anyway. And the same thing with the 9, we're not playing the 5th, and we can play the inversion in the 5th like that as well. So just wanted to give you a bit of information about that. This movement again is so common in jazz because 2-5-1 really common progression. So that if we were playing in the key of A, that would be a 2, that would be a 5, and then a major 7 will be your 1. So the more you get familiar with these chords, guys, these movements, these progressions, it will all start to make more sense. You'll start to understand and become more familiar with things. So I'm going to end it there. You've got enough for the song, and there's some extra bits of information as well about the chords. Okay, there we go. That's the lesson, guys. Hopefully it made sense. It should have made sense because it's such a simple and straightforward song. If you do have any questions though, feel free to give me a shout, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you. I'm going to make a start on some of the songs from the C now, so keep an eye out for those. And yeah, hopefully I shall see you again soon. Take care.